Ready to explore the high seas with Teoh, a seasoned second officer? Let's dive in together and most importantly, have fun. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm fine.
So, yeah, I'm so happy to have you today. It's an honor. And you are second officer. You're in this VLEC and LNG ships,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So what does VLEC mean?
VLEC is a very large ethane carrier.
Okay.
So actually it's a gas tanker type of ship which carries ethane basically.
Okay.
Our cargo,
So
yeah.
all is about ethane, right?
Yes. Actually, it can carry different types of cargo.
Okay.
But ours mostly because of our contract, so it's only carrying ethane.
If let's say it's carrying another substance, is it gonna be the same name, VLEC, or is it gonna be very large?
No. I mean, the name is still VLEC.
Oh, okay.
But it's just that it can carry other grades of cargo. But so far, it's not carrying. It's only carrying ethane only.
Okay. Curious question. What is ethane, to be honest?
Ethane is a type of gas. You know, like same like LNG is methane. So this one is ethane. It's basically a natural gas.
Natural gas.
Yeah, like LNG is liquefied natural gas.
Okay.
Ethane is
natural gas without liquefied.
No, not exactly.
But is it liquefied actually?
Yes,
ethane?
the one where we carry is liquified.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Because actually it's a gas.
Okay.
So gas is obviously in a gas form. But then for transportation purposes, it's easier when you put it in liquid, so you can carry a lot more.
Okay.
Yes, in liquid form it can condense to a much more smaller. How to say, like much more. It takes up much lesser space.
Okay.
Yes.
So, do you know how much is the temperature to for the storage to contain the?
For our ethane, it was around minus 60, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Around 60?
Yeah.
Is there any...
Minus 60, minus 80, around there.
Okay. Is there any temperature that is negative 160?
Yes, that is for liquefied natural gas.
That's for liquefied.
Yeah,
for that 60 to 80 is... negative 60 to negative 80, the one is like for
ethane.
Ethane.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Around there, actually I can't quite remember because I only went on one ethane carrier. Mostly I went for LNG carriers. It's around minus 160, yes.
That's crazy, man. So LNG ship means liquefied natural gas ship, right?
Yes.
Which one is your favorite one?
Most of the time I've been on LNG. Only one time on ethane carrier. But actually, I prefer the lifestyle of ethane carrier.
Ethane?
Yes.
What's the difference?
The main difference so far that I can see for my experience is the trade route patterns. The trade patterns.
Okay.
What I mean is like last time when I was in LNG ships, so our ships mostly go to Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Australia. There are LNG ships that go other places. There are LNG ships that go to Yemen, go to the Middle East. But for mine, mostly it was just around the Far East only.
Okay.
And then Bintulu, of course. We take our cargo from Bintulu and we ship it to Japan, Korea, Taiwan, all that. But for this ethane carrier, we take our cargo from US.
Okay.
In Netherlands in US and not the Netherlands.
Okay.
And then we ship it we'll bring it to China.
Okay, so you prefer this one?
Yeah, because it's a much further route.
Much further.
Yes. Normally, if Bintulu, Japan, it takes about 1 week, 1.5 weeks. Then you will arrive, and then so it's a very fast voyage, and it's quite busy.
So
hectic.
you found it fun when it's longer?
Yeah.
Like why?
It's more relaxing.
More relaxing
because you will have more time to, like on the ship we have plenty of work.
Okay.
It's not just like bringing the ship. We have to do maintenance. We also have like maintenance on the deck, maintenance in the engine. We have all sorts of paperwork preparations for preparations for inspections and all sorts of stuff. So when you have a long voyage, you have plenty time to prepare. You have plenty time to do your thing.
That's nice, but it's more dangerous because the route is longer, right? The distance is longer.
The dangerous part would be if, let's say, there's any emergency. Because the route is longer, we will go through the Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
So the dangerous part would be going in the middle of the Pacific and suddenly you have some emergency, somebody is sick.
Okay.
Let's say somebody got some heart attack or something, and that will be very dangerous because help is very far.
All right, very, very powerful. Could you detail your primary responsibilities and how they contribute to the ship's operations?
For my rank, second officer, primarily is one is I have to keep watch. So on the ship we have 3 deck officers who will keep a navigation watch. And what that means is basically we have to be on the lookout. It's like, when you drive a car, somebody needs to be there driving the car.
Okay, yes.
You cannot have the car automatically going on its own with nobody staying up. So basically it's something like that. Except of course we are not driving it because we have autopilot. We just need to be there to monitor to make sure that everything is fine. That is one. Then another one is for second officer specifically is also known as a navigation officer in some companies. Not all, but some companies like my company, second officer is the navigation officer. So what that means is we are the ones that have to plan the route. So let's say we are going from US to China. We are not going to just go directly just like that. Like it's not like you drive a car and then here maybe I'll turn left, here maybe I'll turn right. No, we need to plan our route first. So this one we call passage plan. Passage plan. So we plan our route, and when we plan, we have to check everything. You need to check, make sure there are no dangers, because there are plenty things that can sink a ship. Maybe an underwater rock, maybe corals, maybe the shallow patches. So we have to make sure we avoid all these things, and then make sure all our we have a lot of sources of information. We have to make sure all of those things are up to date, accurate, and then once everything's okay, then we will go on the journey. So second officer, mainly his duty is to plan the route.
So the top one is captain, and then below it is gonna be chief officer, and then second officer. So captain is also the navigation officer, right? Like which means
captain is considered overall in charge. But second officer has to make the route. And then he will bring up the captain. In what we call a passage plan briefing. Or passage plan meeting, and then captain will check, and if he's okay with everything, then we will go on.
So does captain has to be on a watch? Because
no, captain is not on watch.
How about chief officer?
For chief officer, it depends. Depends on ships. Depends on companies. And like for my company, on our LNG ships, chief officer does not do watch. So we have 1 second officer and 2 third officers doing watch, or maybe sometimes 2 second officers and 1 third officer. But on this VLEC, chief officer has to do watch because we have very few people. We have a minimum manning.
So very large ethane carrier ship actually has they need more people.
No, they have less people. Like on LNG, we have up to 20, sometimes up to 30 people, 32 people. But on this VLEC, we have only about 21, 22 people.
You mean 21 people as in all the workers, or like
everyone? From captain to the steward, everyone.
Captain to the steward. What is the role of steward?
Steward is basically like something like you don't agree that.
No. So
steward is like like if you work in a hotel,
it's like a waiter.
Not exactly like a waiter. If you work in a hotel, you need people to change the bed sheets,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so steward is in the catering department. Okay.
Catering department.
Yeah, on the ship we have 3 departments. We have a deck department, engine department, and catering department. So in catering department, steward is the at the bottom rank. So his job is, one is like to help with the chief cook. The chief cook is the chef.
Okay.
So wherever the chief cook needs, he will have to assist. And then he has to clear up. Sometimes he has to clear up the cabins of the top 4, like captain or that. Then like laundry.
Okay.
Not our clothes laundry, but laundry like the bed sheets.
Okay.
The linen, all those things. So the steward has to take them, put in the machine to wash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, it was some technical issues. So we are going to move on a little bit. How do you handle navigation and ensure compliance with regulations?
Handle navigation and ensure compliance with regulations?
Yeah.
What do you mean by handle navigation?
Navigation, I'm pretty sure it's like when you
navigate.
Mean
how is it done, the procedure?
Yeah. Like how do you navigate?
So for navigation, of course, like I said earlier, first we start from the passage planning. So from passage planning, you see at open sea it's okay, but usually when we are in coastal waters or harbor waters, which means we are very close to land or dangers or places where there are plenty ships.
Okay.
We call traffic, plenty traffic.
Okay.
Sometimes ships, sometimes fishing boats, sometimes barges. So yeah, when we are in coastal areas, there are a lot of local regulations.
Okay.
Which means the regulations from the local state or local country. And so for all these kind of regulations, we have our own publications. Now mostly we have digital publications. So we use these publications to gather the information, and we will collect the information to see for example, what type of reportings we need to do.
Okay.
Let's say for example, we want to go to the US. We cannot just come to the US, put our ship in one spot, okay, then we are here. No.
Okay.
When we are coming in, let's say maybe 20 miles before, 20 nautical miles, we have our own term, nautical miles, before the land, we have to call some authority, and then we have to get a pilot. For LNG ships, almost all the time we need a pilot. So we need to get a pilot. Pilot is someone who will come on the ship. It's not like an airline's pilot. So this pilot is someone who will board the ship, and then he will he is someone who is familiar with the local area, like the waters and all that.
Okay.
So he will be the one telling us, okay, this is where we go, this is how we will go. Yeah, he will not really take command of the ship, but we will listen to his advice. But actually, captain is still in command, and the officer on the watch is still responsible.
Okay.
But the pilot will be there to assist us.
Okay, so basically he is like telling the captain, like giving the advice, like which route should he take.
Yes. Yes, and we will always follow the pilot unless the captain feels like the pilot's decision is wrong, then he can intervene.
Oh,
yes, he can intervene. Yes, he can tell, no, I don't want to go this way. We turn back. Yes.
Oh my
because
God.
Because in the end, it's up to the captain. If the captain feels that it is dangerous, he can always intervene, because
who knows, the pilot's a bad guy.
No, it's not about that. But sometimes maybe the pilot himself is not familiar. Or like sometimes there are new pilots, or maybe the pilot make a mistake, or maybe the pilot is drunk. We never know. Some countries the pilot comes up drunk.
Okay.
So if the captain decides to go on anyway, and some shit happens, sorry for the language, some things happen, and then the captain will be responsible. I mean, he will be the one, even though it's the pilot's fault, but the captain will be held responsible. Remember the Evergreen ship, Evergiven, I think, the one that got grounded at this Suez Canal. So even the captain and the officer all went.
It was the pilot's wrong, but then
the pilot was there.
They were held.
Yeah, all of them, all the bridge team are held accountable for that.
Oh my!
So, even though the pilot is there.
Oh my!
So then so once we get the pilot, they will bring us inside, Sorry, I got off track. So yeah, for navigation, we make the plan. We will follow. We have 3 officers doing watch. We'll do 4 hours watch. I will do 4 hours in the morning. The next guy take 4 hours. 4 hours. Then I will continue another 4 hours in the afternoon. And at open sea is okay. Basically, we just keep clear from dangers, keep clear from other ships. Most of the time, it becomes very hectic around coastal areas only.
Okay.
Yeah, especially in China, Japan, Taiwan, because there are a lot of fishing boats.
Okay.
It's like trying to drive a car in a night market.
Okay.
Yeah, a night market with a lot of people. So you're trying to drive a car, not motorbike, not a car, trying to drive a lorry.
Okay.
In a night market that. Yes. And then sometimes these fishing boats, they put nets.
Okay. So like you have to know where is the net.
Yeah.
Right?
So, and sometimes if you don't know where's the net, the fishing boat doesn't want you to hit the net, so they will go in front of you. I mean, here's the net, here's your ship, you're going here, they will come in front of you.
So to tell you, okay, my net is here.
Yeah.
Please don't come.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes, that especially in China, sometimes there's so many fishing boats. So many fishing boats, so many nets. Sometimes you cannot go. Then you have to make a very big turn. Yes.
It's a big ship, bro.
Yeah, it's a big ship.
LNG and
LNG is
VLEC.
Yes.
Which one is bigger?
LNG is bigger.
LNG is bigger.
LNG is bigger. VLEC, it was about 230 meters. LNG is 270 to 290 meters.
Okay,
so 300 is what we have.
It's bigger, but it's not like a great difference, right? It's just like 330.
No, that's in the meters, but it is also wider.
Okay,
and
also
heavy, yes, and it's also heavier. Yes.
Oh my god.
That is just the length.
LNG, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, LNG is, but of course there are small LNG ships as well. But most of the ones in my company are quite
big
bigger. Yes. Yeah. So moving around in very high density traffic waters is the stressful part of the navigation.
Okay.
Because if you hit any fishing boat, in the end it comes back to you. It will be the officer's fault. Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's not the captain's fault.
No, the captain of course will get, but mainly it will be whoever officer that's on watch.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why captain will not be doing watch, but we can call him anytime we are in doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, even if it's at 3 a.m. in the morning, if I feel I'm not confident, if I feel like I do not know how to go through this way, I can call the captain. He has to come and assist.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's his responsibility as the captain.
So you should try to get his help whenever you feel.
Yes. Yes. That's why in his order book, there's always one part, call captain whenever you are in doubt.
Okay. Okay.
If you ever, there are plenty things, but if you ever feel like something is not right, you feel not safe, then you can call the captain. No matter what time, no matter what situation.
Did you call captain frequently?
Not frequently, but yeah, I called a few times.
Okay, okay, when you are in doubt.
Yes, but of course, you can't be calling him all the time. If open sea, there's so much space, you cannot call him down. You can take your own action. But when you really feel like it's in danger, then yes, you can call captain.
So LNG, liquefied natural gas, it must be natural gas. Can it be non-natural gas?
Yeah, it is natural gas, but the natural gas, it has plenty compositions. Main composition is methane.
Okay.
But it has other small percentage of gases inside it as well. I think also ethane and some other gases.
Okay, like hydrogen, is it like natural gas or like...
Hydrogen? No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it's not going to be carried, right?
No. For LNG, it's liquefied natural gas. So most of the time it's just that LNG is just liquid. They call it natural gas. The main composition is methane.
Okay.
But then the other composition can vary. But the main percentage will be methane.
Ethane also natural gas, right? Ethane.
Ethane, I'm not actually sure whether it's a natural gas.
Okay. Interesting.
Because natural gas, like I said, methane is a large composition of, natural gas comprised of methane and several other gases.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has many different gases inside it.
Okay.
But for ethane, it is already itself ethane. So I'm not actually sure whether ethane is a natural gas or not.
Okay. All right. Now we are going to move on to good or bad question, okay?
Okay.
It's gonna be super random question.
Okay.
So every relevant question will go to good or bad question and it's repeated.
Okay.
So would you rather dance in a Bermuda Triangle or play hide and seek with a hungry orangutan king up in coconut trees?
I think I'd rather dance in the Bermuda Triangle.
Really? Yeah. Don't you feel afraid of disappearing?
You know, my last ship, we went very near to the Bermuda Triangle. On the way from we are going to the US, so we passed not so near, but it was there. You can see, and there's nothing on the chart telling me don't go to this area. You know, normally if let's say this place is dangerous, like I say, if we have shallow water, we have wrecks.
Okay.
There will normally be indications. Okay, they will show. Okay, this place has a shallow water. Don't go. This place has a wreck. Don't go.
Okay.
But this one, there's nothing, so I don't know if it's really that dangerous or not.
Oh my god.
So I'd rather go there.
But you do know there's a lot of disappearance.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any recent disappearance.
Okay. Good luck to you.
It's okay.
Okay, no worries. Can you recall a situation where you had to make rapid decisions just go for it.
Rapid decision? Huh?
Yeah. Can you recall a situation?
The most recent one is like I was saying, these fishing boats in China. So it was already a very there's plenty of fishing boats.
Okay.
You know, on the ship we have something called a radar.
Okay.
So radar is it will send these radio waves.
Okay.
Once we have the scanners, once it hits the target, it will bounce back to our radar.
Okay.
And it will show up on our screen. So from there, because you know sometimes we cannot see things visually.
Yes.
Visually, the fishing boats will switch on the lights, but sometimes it will not. They will bounce off. I mean, sometimes they will switch off the lights.
Okay.
So we have to wait for the radars to give us the signal. And then we can see also on the radar, okay, there's a target over here. So one recent rapid decision was this China. We are going to China, already near the coastal waters. And then, so there's this group of fishing boats. All over the place there are fishing boats. It's very heavy traffic. So there are a group of fishing boats coming up. And then my ship was coming down. They are coming this way. We are very close to each other. So I turned to the left. On the ship, we call it port side. I turned to the port side to avoid the fishing boats. And then what happened, these fishing boats started turning to the right, their right. So we are going to collide with each other. Very near, going to collide with each other. And then I tried to go more to the left because we are going to collide.
Okay.
On the radar, we can check, we can see if we are going to collide or not. So I go more to the left. Suddenly, this fishing boat is calling the ship. It's calling my ship, asking me to go more to starboard, which is the right. He asks, go to starboard. So this fishing boat calls, so I just go to starboard. And then, but when I go to starboard,
So, moving on to good or bad question. Given the choice, would you share a meal with 10 piranhas or with 2 cheetahs?
10 piranhas. Yeah, I mean, I never says I need to share the meal with them in the water. I can just sit by the riverside, give them some of my meal and I eat the rest.
No, you have to be in the water.
Then I still think 10 piranhas. Maybe I'm in the water, but closer to the water bank, I can still escape somehow.
What if you can escape?
No, you see.
Like I put a bet, like a...
You see, if like piranhas, somehow you can swim to the shore. Maybe they're busy eating the meal, I can swim to the shore. With the cheetahs, there's no place for me to run.
But you can run, bro.
No, they are faster. And they can climb up the tree, so I'm
but
not
you
safe there as well.
F1 car over there.
Okay, fine, then I'll take the F1 car and run away from the cheetahs.
No car.
Then yeah, piranhas.
Piranhas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. How do you work with the ship captain and chief officer to ensure smooth operations?
Normally, so for captain, he's in charge of navigation. Chief officer is during cargo operations. Once we already arrive at the port, we have the cargo operations. So as the deck officer, either second officer or third officer, whichever one, most of the time we just, like for navigation with captain, we are the ones in charge. We call him if we need assistance. and we follow his orders. He has a standing order, written standing order, as well as every night he has night orders. So we will follow his orders.
Chief officer, right?
No, I mean for captain. This is under navigation. Yes.
Okay, for captain.
Yes,
okay,
for
okay,
captain.
okay.
So in port, when we have cargo operations, it's just the same. Instead of captain, we will be following what the chief officer tells us, whatever his instructions. So for us, normally for LNG ships and VLAC, normally the officers will be in charge of ballast operations. Ballast operations is when this ship, we have ballast tanks. Ballast tanks are basically tanks filled with water. So for ballast operations is to maintain the ship, make sure it stays upright.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you are discharging cargo, if you are discharging the liquid, it might go like this,
okay.
It might go like this,
okay.
it might
okay.
go like this. So we need the ballast to make sure it stays upright all the time.
Okay.
So that is what we do. We will be managing the ballast operation, and depends on chief mate. Some chief mate will ask us to just keep a lookout on the cargo operation, and then if anything, we call him. He will go to rest, and then if anything goes wrong, we get some alarm, we will call him. Yes,
okay.
Like that.
So going back to good or bad question, are you ready?
Okay.
What single value or lesson that lots of people don't know nowadays do you think everyone should know?
Single value or lesson, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess for me, one part is about finding the right motivation.
Okay.
So like for this career, this type of career, it's very. One thing is it's quite demanding, especially when you have to leave everyone behind for 6 months, sometimes 9 months, 8 months. So if let's say before when I was single, when I did not have a family, the money comes in a lot, but then at one point it becomes a lot that I feel like I want to still continue sailing. So it becomes like loss of motivation.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
okay.
so when for some people, because of that, they want to quit, they want to stop, they want to find some job ashore to be with a family.
Okay.
But actually, but for me, once I have kids, once I have my son, once I have a wife, then it's more. It's like it makes it easier to actually go out to sail. It's like once you have the right motivation, then it makes it easier to do the job.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. Before, actually, sometimes sometimes I feel like I want to find something else to do.
Okay.
This job is stressful and all that.
Okay.
But then now it's no. Because I need the money. I want to have the money to provide a nice future for them.
Okay.
So now I feel more motivated to work.
Finding the motivation, right?
Yeah.
Apart from your career, let's just put it in the sense of life. What thing or lesson or value that everyone should know that you think a lot of people don't know?
One thing a lot of people don't know,
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing is like, sometimes when you do things, other people have done it this way. Okay. Other people have done it this way for so many times. That does not mean it's the right way to do it.
Okay.
Nowadays, we have so many sources of information like the internet, books and all that. It's very easy to find information. So actually, sometimes some old traditions that have been passed down from time to time, maybe they are wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people need to be aware of that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's already, we are modern, so we should. Tradition is okay, but we should sometimes follow the modern techniques now. Yeah.
Do you mind giving an example?
Okay. So for example, raising kids.
Okay.
So there's plenty of old traditional things, like some, you have the baby oil that you can put on babies.
Okay.
But then recent study shows that baby oil is not meant for babies. And then even in the baby oil, they say is for babies, for toddlers 2 years old and above.
Okay.
Yeah. So, of course, we have all been using it last time. Then, but you know, it's not always good, especially if the oil itself says that it's for toddlers 2 years old and above, means that they know something is that is not meant for small babies.
So get the right information, right? Please be educated.
Yeah, not
go
just
and
follow
research.
all the old traditions. Yeah. Even though it's been done all this time.
Nice. So guys, make sure to take note. What is the worst part of being a second officer?
Worst part?
Yeah.
I guess worst part is sleep.
Sleep, okay.
Yeah. And normally second officer, the sleep schedule will be 12 to 4. Yeah, I mean, it's not sleep schedule, work schedule will be 12 to 4. 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
12 a.m. to 4 a.m. and then?
12 p.m. to 4 p.m. That will be our work. We have to be on watch. And then there is we have to do overtime another 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
So it's a bit hard to get, the long sleep.
Okay. So like in between, like from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m., after that you have time to sleep. Am I right?
Yeah, you have time to sleep, but you need to see. Okay, after 12 a.m. you're not gonna go down. We have to do fire rounds. So means we have to go around the ship, checking, make sure there is no. 12 a.m.
Okay.
12 a.m. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. you have to go around the ship, make sure there is no, that time people are asleep.
Okay.
Maybe some people they leave the microwave on or they leave something on, so we have to go and check. Okay. So by the time we are done with the rounds, it will be around 4:30 a.m.
Okay.
So 4:30 a.m. you go in. If you are normally for me, once I finish watch, I'm not so sleepy like I can just lie down on the bed and go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can do that, then it's okay.
Okay.
But then later on, you have to wake up. You have to eat breakfast. So what time you have to eat breakfast? Sometimes I will skip breakfast because it's difficult to wake up so early. So from after 4:30, if let's say somehow I can go to sleep, maybe I have to wake up around 11
a.m.
Yeah, okay, 11 a.m. to get ready because I have to bathe, I have to eat my lunch and all that before going to work again. Or if let's say I'm doing my overtime in the morning, sometimes my overtime will be 10 o'clock in the morning, then I have to wake up earlier, 9 a.m.
Yeah,
so getting that long 8 hours of sleep is the difficult thing.
Right? It's like almost impossible.
Yes,
right?
especially if you got a family. So you got a wife, you got kids, you need to video call them, you need to text them.
Yeah.
It's not like I work, eat, sleep.
Okay.
Of course, if you do that, then yes, you can sleep. But then you're not gonna be living anything. You're just gonna be, like surviving just to make money. That's it. Yeah. So if you really want to live, you need to call your family and all that. Then yes, it will take a lot of time, and then you won't have enough sleep.
That's hard.
It's okay. It's you get used to it after some time. But yeah, I think that's the hard part. The rest is mostly about work.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt fights Tarzan. Who do you think would win?
I think Tarzan because he's a gorilla man.
So you think Tarzan can win?
Yeah.
What if Usain Bolt keeps running?
Then there's not fighting. He's just running away.
Okay. Oh my god, bro. Yo. So Tarzan will win.
I think so. Because Tarzan is a fictional character, so you cannot actually determine how strong is a fictional character.
Okay. But he's quite strong, right?
Yeah.
If as you can see in the movie.
Yeah, he beats gorillas.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, could you describe a typical day's routine on board, from waking up until bedtime?
Okay. So on board the ship, normally I'll start from 12 a.m. Okay, not 12 a.m. Normally I will have to wake up at 11:40 or 11:30 the night before.
PM?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wake up, go on the bridge. The bridge is the highest part of the ship. Go there, and have to take over the watch. If it's open sea, like in the Pacific, then it's a very nice, relaxing watch. But if it's in the coastal waters, then it's a very stressful watch. So, finish my watch. During the watch, we have a lot of logbooks to write also. So that's another thing. We have a lot of record keeping to do. So once we finish the watch, go down, make the fire rounds, and then depends. Because you know time zones from US to China, the time zones is very different. You know, sometimes at 4 a.m. maybe for my family here it's only like evening time.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that time they are still awake.
Yeah.
So I will be video calling them or what. And then after that, maybe around 5 or 5:30, I'll go to sleep. And then wake up if we like have to do overtime, so I have to wake up around 9:30. Then I go for breakfast, do my overtime on the bridge, which is mostly just like extra work. And then around 11:30, go for lunch. 12 o'clock, go back up on the bridge again for work. And then 4 p.m, go down. And after that it's just relaxing. Just either video call or watch movie or I chit chat with some of the other guys on the ship. Then I'll go to sleep until 11:30 again.
So roughly I would say you have like 5 hours and 30 minutes sleep time, roughly.
But that, I mean, you will have it in the morning and the evening.
Yeah.
It'll be split into two,
Yeah. Okay. It's not, honestly, it's not bad because if you combine it together, it's gonna be like 11 hours.
Yeah, if you combine it's
not
good. But
bad actually, not too bad.
This is during normal times, okay? So when we are entering the port, for example, we are reaching US, it won't be like this. Because when we are entering the port, let's say once the ship wants to go alongside, we have to use we call it mooring, to tie the wires to hold the ship to the berth. So in these situations, they need all officers. So even if I work from 12 to 4, if suddenly 7 o'clock we are going to go alongside, I have to wake up and go as well.
They will call you?
They will call me, yes.
How do they call you?
We have phones in the ship.
Phones, right?
Yeah, we have a telephone in each cabin.
Okay.
They will call. And for this VLAG, chief officer is doing watch. So what happens is chief officer doing watch, so there's only 2 officers. So when we are nearing the port, the 2 officers will be doing 6 hours. What I mean, I will be doing 12 to 6, then I rest from 6 to 12, and then 12 to 6 I will work again. So this type of schedule is even more tiring because you only got 6 hours to rest, and within that 6 hours you have to eat, you have to bathe, you have to, like talk to your family and all that. So you have very little time to sleep. And then if let's say within that 6 hours of rest, suddenly if we are going alongside, so they will still call you to come as well.
So moving back to good or bad question. If given the opportunity, would you chat with an elephant in Taman Negara or Megalodon in the Mariana Trench?
I think elephant. Feels safer.
Really?
Yeah.
Taman Negara is big, bro. It's big rainforest, bro.
It's okay, it's just an elephant.
Who knows there are like snakes around, like crawling?
You say elephant, you never say anything about snakes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I rather chat with
elephant.
Yeah.
Not Megalodon in Mariana Trench?
Yeah, because in the first place, how are you going to go to the Mariana Trench
like
without dying?
They give you the oxygen thing, the suit to dive.
I don't think anybody ever gone down there before. I think only they send the
it's like the machine truck, right?
Yeah. I think elephant is better.
Elephant is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I prefer to chat with an elephant.
Have to check what?
Huh?
What type of chat with elephant? Yeah. Okay. What is your worst experience you have ever come across at sea?
Worst experience?
Yeah.
I have a lot. Some cannot tell, some can tell. So I'll just tell the ones. The worst that so far is I have to say rough weather.
Okay. Okay.
So for this rough weather, sometimes because sometimes there are typhoons nearby. Sometimes not even nearby. It's like actually very far. It's like few hundred miles off, but you can feel the effects because it's a very big typhoon. So whenever there's a rough weather like this, sometimes it can take up to 1 week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean sometimes let's say we are going here and the typhoon is following nearby. It's like going the same way. So we are gonna be affected for 1 week, 2 weeks sometimes.
Okay.
Oh. And for that whole 1 week and 2 weeks, the ship will be, we call it rolling, pitching. So when you're walking, it's like you cannot even walk in a straight line properly because it'll be.
It's like a real, like a significant moving, right?
Yes.
Instead of like slight.
Yes,
it's significant,
it's very
right?
big. So, if like this, sometimes for people, they will get dizzy.
Okay.
Yeah, some people vomit, some people just get dizzy. But the more troubling thing is like when your stuff all falls all over the place.
Okay.
Like maybe you got your laptop, suddenly when you come back to your room, your laptop's on the floor already. Something like that. So, but yeah, that's why on the ship we have normally all these cabinets, something that is standing up, we will secure it.
Okay.
We'll have screws and the brackets, then we will secure it to the wall, we call it a bulkhead. So whenever the heavy weather, it doesn't fall down. But last time there was one experience where they have a party. For the party, they wanted to. We have a TV, a big TV. It's I think about 60-inch TV in the crew mess.
Okay.
So for the party, they unscrew the bracket for the TV, the securing bracket, because they wanted to connect a cable for the Nintendo. Okay. So what happened during the bad weather? The TV fall down and broke.
Then.
Yeah, it happened in the night, so nobody realized it. Until the next morning when people came down to eat, then they saw the TV already broken down.
No. Yeah. So have you ever thought of like you are going to die in this crazy weather
No.
thing? No.
I don't know, but some ships I know broke in half because of bad weather.
Okay.
Yeah, it has happened. But most of the time our ships are quite sturdy. But some equipment has been damaged. We even lost an anchor. But so far okay. God. I mean the ship itself hasn't been so badly damaged.
Anchor is quite heavy, right?
Yeah, it's quite heavy, but it's connected to a chain. So,
okay.
Yeah.
It's damaged by the weather.
Yeah.
Because that weather is so powerful, right?
Yes.
Like other than this, have you ever been in a situation where you thought you are going to die?
No, I have been in situations where I know that my life might be. I mean, it's not that my life is at risk, but because in this career, there's a lot of situations where it's dangerous. It's just how well aware you are. How well you are aware of the danger.
Okay.
That's why we have something called risk assessments on board. So, actually, all our jobs, from simple daily jobs to the high risk operations, all of it has a risk of danger. And then, it's up to us to identify the risk. But when you identify the risk, you are also becoming more aware to, if something like this goes wrong, I can die.
Okay.
Or not me. Maybe something like this goes wrong, this guy can die.
Oh.
Something like that. So I never actually thought to myself, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But we have to be aware that there are situations where we can die. Just like, when you come here on your motorbike, what if some lorry come and you hit something like that? So when you are aware of the risk, then you'll always be aware that if anything goes wrong, people can die.
Okay. Would you opt for dinner in a black hole or breakfast with a cactus the size of KL Tower?
I think I'll go for breakfast with a cactus.
But the size of a KL Tower, bro.
It's okay. I mean, in the end, the cactus is not going to touch me as long as I don't touch it. Right?
Who knows the cactus falls down?
Why would the cactus fall down? It's a cactus. It's already the size of KL Tower.
Maybe earthquake.
There's no earthquake in Malaysia, so.
Bro, there was once, bro, happening in Malaysia.
Small vibration. No buildings ever fall down because of that. So I think cactus is much nicer.
Dinner in a black hole. You can know everything, bro, in black hole, because it's a mystery, right? Still, you can know what's exactly.
Yeah, it'll be a mystery because when you go inside, you won't be coming out, so it still remain a mystery for everyone else.
Don't you want to be the experiment?
Yeah, for you can be. For me, I prefer the cactus.
Oh my god. So, I just want to thank you once again Teoh,
right,
for the amazing insights. It's rare to have a second officer to be with us sharing this kind of insights. Do you have any social media you want to shout out to?
Not really. I'm not a very sociable person.
Facebook, Instagram?
Nah.
No? Okay. Guys, if you have any inquiries, make sure to DM me on Instagram so that when you DM me, I know the questions or the inquiries so I can ask him and I can get back to you. Also, make sure to check out these mics. These mics are actually clippable mics. 2 mics in 1 cord, crispy clear, and the tripod very stable. And the camera as well, Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G, 4K resolution, crispy clear. And also, I've linked down the caps that I was using in the previous episodes of Good or Bad Talk. And Good or Bad Talk, episode 10. Thank you so much, brother.
Alright, man.
Once again, safe ride, safe journey during your sailing time.
Thank you.
And let's see if we have the next episode with him, okay? Make sure to comment down below, subscribe. We have different guests every time. Let's go. Peace out.